So if we have rook's pawns, we know the important thing is not the number of pawns, but the position of the king. Let's see what happens with other pawns. So like if these two pawns were just on the side and the rook's pawns, like the book mentioned covered this like really early on. Like as long as the defending king is well positioned, it's just easy to draw no matter how many pawns you have. But if they're not on the edge of the board, there's something else. So the book says, correct move is king to c3. Which now that I'm looking at it makes sense. Because say we go to king to c4 and black goes king to b6, then we're giving up a pawn. Because our pawns cannot move, our king cannot move to anywhere to continue supporting this pawn. So king to c3 is better in that regard. It says the standard procedure to use the less advanced pawn to waste a move where the critical position arises. Makes sense. Here, white follows the procedure, but has to be careful due to two special circumstances worth noting. We are dealing with knight's pawns, which usually involve stalemate motifs, and the pawns are together, which complicates the defense. So, if, well, the correct move is king to c7, but if king to b6 now, then we play king to c4. And now black has to move back somewhere, and we gain opposition. So he's going to play king to c7. So now if we move king to c4 now, he goes to king to b6, that's the exact same thing as before. King to c7. So we play king to d4. Then now king to b6 and now king to c4. King back to c7, king to c5. b7, pawn to b6, and king a6 gets an exclamation point. Trying to double white as much as possible. Oh. That, so if king to c6, that's a stalemate. Interesting. Eh. Trying to double trouble white as much as possible. Direct play would go as follows. Uh, so if he goes back to b8, then king to c6, king to c8, b7 check, king to b8, and then b5. Now, then king has to move to a7. Actually, that's a stalemate as well. King to b7. Well, actually, from here, we can queen, he takes, and we go here. And it's easy queen like that. After king to a6, the best move is actually to play b7, because after he takes, we play king to b5, and we have the opposition. So, in conclusion, two doubled pawns always win except in two situations. If they're rook's pawns, and if the less advanced pawn is on the 5th rank. I mean, from here, do this. Yeah, okay.